In this video, we're once again traveling down to Kaohsiung and ending in Taiwan, where we have already talked about why he decided to leave the US, bring his 2 children and super pregnant wife across the world to Taiwan in the middle of the pandemic. So in this video, I wanted to focus on Cassia and to hear her story regarding their future here in Taiwan, and once and for all confirm whose idea it actually was to move here to Taiwan in the middle of the pandemic.
We've been married for 9.5 years now, actually. And so...
Number 10 next year.
Almost 10 years.
Wow, huge congratulations.
Where should we go in Taiwan for our 10th anniversary? Let us know in a comment. What would be the best way to celebrate in Taiwan?
He wouldn't just drag me to another place, another country, if I didn't agree to. You know, he didn't force me to come here.
So, that's good. So now when you're both here then, whose idea was it to move to Taiwan?
I think me more. We already knew we wanted to live in this part of the world, and we did live in Xi'an before. She wanted to live in another country. God wanted us to live in another country.
I think when we got married, we knew that we did not want to settle down in America. We don't want to live in America, even if we have kids. We want to raise them in another country. And hopefully that country is somewhere that speaks Chinese. We spent so long learning Mandarin, and we have so much more studying to do. I feel like we'll never
done learning.
We'll never be done. I was interested in Taiwan too. I love watching Taiwanese dramas. I love the culture here. I love the fashion here. I love so many things. So when he said we're moving to Taiwan, I was like, yes, of course. That makes total sense.
Wow,
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Eden, oldest daughter, she kind of grew up in the States for the first...
Yeah, I mean, she spent her first year and a half of life in China. So she spoke some of her first words were in Chinese. She was...
So her first words were in Mandarin.
So some of them were, yeah. She had a
Maybe
combination.
mama.
Yeah. No, actually, well, her first... We had a Korean friend who was helping us babysit at the time. So her first word was actually in Korean. Her first
Oma.
word was Oma. Because we had a Korean babysitter who was helping
in China.
us. So it's such an international family, I guess. But I think she was prepared because we had told her that we wanted to go somewhere on a far plane right away. And we'd show her pictures and say, you've been to Asia before, you know. But our second daughter, Esther, she was made in China, but born in America. So she hadn't seen Asia until she arrived in Taiwan with us in May 21.
Eden was made in China also born in America.
Yes.
Awesome. Daniel, we don't have to go into where
Daniel
he was made, but he was
made in America.
He was made in America.
Born in Taiwan. We believe we're where God wants us to be, and to share the love of God with Taiwanese people. We're so glad to be here.
Yeah. When you move to another country and you be part of another culture, you really have to be so humble, and you have to be students of that culture. You know, even though we've studied Mandarin before, the Mandarin we studied in mainland China was a lot different than the Mandarin that we're studying and learning here. And so I want to continue to be a learner and just learn everything I can, you know.
I want to go to Taipei. 是的。
跟卢卡斯一起去吗？是的。是的。
I also want to be an example to our children because I want them to really, like, I want them to feel like they are Taiwanese. Yeah. And so many people welcomed us and said, oh, you're real Taiwanese now. And I thought, oh, we just got here. We're already Taiwanese.
Yeah.
But I think Taiwanese people are so accepting and so welcoming. Welcome here. You're part of us now. And I didn't expect people to speak that way of us and be so kind to us so early. And so I just never want to leave, honestly. I'm so happy.
Wow. We're so excited about the age of our children.
Yeah.
At this age, they're so young. They're really... Life is an adventure, and it was not difficult for them to move, you know, from China to America to here. It was not difficult for them.
Like Eden never tells you, like, I miss...
Not really, not much.
Yeah, I think she misses specific people. Like, she'll say, I miss my Grammy and Papa, my parents, or my grandma and grandpa, his parents. She'll talk about her cousins, you know, or she'll talk about a memory, like, oh, I remember when we went to this zoo in Texas and we saw the big gorilla there, you know. But
she's young enough that it works, and it's not too difficult, and she's young enough that they can really become bilingual, and so that's what we're really excited about. And later they'll be teaching us.
I was just gonna say, like, how long time do you think it takes before your kids speak better Chinese than you.
Yeah, hopefully soon, because we need a lot of help. I need more help with my tones. I really enjoy listening to Mandarin and I can understand a lot, but my tones need some improvement, and my accent still sounds like I live in North China. So I want to change it over time to more of a Taiwanese accent.
So how far ahead have you thought about that, like with school and everything? Because that's usually like one of the big ones. I mean, for kids, that's like the bigger part of their lives until they're like 18.
Yeah.
Is there any worries that they're not gonna have like the same education as you had in the US, and getting a Taiwanese education?
In America, we do have a culture where more people do homeschooling. Actually, there's a great options with schools in America. You can homeschool part-time and you can go to school part-time. And so I started off in that kind of system, and then I saw my mom's bravery in that. My mom quit her job and stayed home with us, and so she spent a lot of time homeschooling us. And she was really smart, and she had a lot of good textbooks and resources. So I was inspired by that, and I felt like that I could read a little bit faster than some kids because my mom spent that individual time with me. I've started that with Eden, and so Eden is 4 now, and she can read all of her letters and some like super easy kids books, like the ones I was showing you before. It's like really easy.
Go to the market. They go to the store. Go. They go to the pool. Go.
Then after that, we would have a decision to make. You can give us your advice on that. Whether we would send our kids to an international school or whether we would put our kids in the Taiwanese school system. Taiwan has so many options. We actually don't know. There's options for the future, but we're not in a hurry to decide.
Right.
I think sometimes there's pressure, right? Like as soon as you have a baby, people say, "Oh, where are they going to school?
What's the college?
What college are they going to go to?" Yeah. And it's okay to not know. I think it's okay to trust your family, to trust each other, to trust God, and to take it day by day and just think, what does my child need right now? Are they learning? Are they growing? They need to learn. They need to learn how to read and write. And
again, I'm so happy that you're actually documenting that. Like, I mean, not only for you, I'm happy for you as well, but I'm also selfish, and I'm very happy that I also get to see you, like your trip here to Taiwan, and then specifically your kids growing up here in Taiwan. They actually see everything like for the first time. You get that on the camera too.
Yeah.
Have a baby here. We'll raise kids together here.
Perfect. So easy. I forgot exactly which we. Oh yeah, we're going to Canteen, and you were having lunch, and then you
family part,
like the first family trip, and I can tell that you're super excited of going to Canteen in the beach, and then you talk to Eden, and she's like, mountain. I want to go to the mountain.
Oh, that was Essie. Yes, Essie was like, I want to go to the mountain.
You want to go to the beach? Play in the water, in the sand? No? What do you want? You want to go to the mountain?
Sorry, we're going to the beach, not the mountain.
I don't care about Canteen in the beach. Take me to the mountains.
A month before that, we had went to, I think it was called Haisheng Kong, but it's beautiful river up in the mountains.
Okay.
And they got to swim in the river.
Oh,
and so she was excited. She wanted to go back there, not Kending. But once she got to Kending, she loved it. Yeah.
We try to limit their TV a little bit that they watch, but they sometimes watch their videos on YouTube. And so
watch themselves.
Sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes. And the one that Essie always asks for, she says, "Can we watch the beach video?" And she means the Kending video.
Okay.
So maybe Kending is her favorite place now. Maybe she likes it more than the mountain now.
That was actually my question. What are your kids' favorite thing about Taiwan? If there's anything like they've picked up so far, but then also what are your individual favorite things? I mean, you've only been here for now like 8 months. Of course, a lot of that has been spent taking care of your beautiful children. But have you also had the opportunity to actually go out and explore the beautiful country that you now live in, or are you kind of still like a little bit?
Yeah, I think beyond like Kaohsiung
the mom says yes, the dad is like, no, it's okay, it's fine. I can go out whenever I want.
Yes.
I made a really close Taiwanese friend named Michael. He's been so kind to me, and he's always inviting me to go on an adventure. And then sometimes I bring Eden, sometimes I don't. So I'm so thankful. I've already got to have a lot of experiences in seeing the outdoor beauty of Taiwan. And I love the outdoors. So I'm not as like lihai as like Xiaofei or something, but I love it. And I'm willing to try the extreme things.
What I love most about Taiwan is just like the convenience of so many different things can happen in the same day. And like you can literally like walk home from work or whatever, there will be a shopping mall to the left and there will be like a park on the right.
Yes.
Whereas in Sweden, it's like if my mom wants to go and buy a new pair of shoes, she plans that like 3 days ahead, you know.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, oh, you know, today, this week is a busy week. On Thursday, we're gonna drive and buy shoes. You know, that was like the life. That was the life I had.
I love that.
So I
funny.
just enjoy being like in the city and stuff like this. But
thankfully now Daniel is getting stronger and
Yes.
bigger, and so I think we'll be able to do more and more whole family things. So
Yes.
like the Kending trip,
Yes.
yeah.
And I like the concept of Twinja, like the whole
The whole-
family. You know, I don't think we have a word in English that fully captures that. That Twinja. I mean, there's even a convenience store here.
Twinja.
Twinja,
Family
right? So
mart.
it must be important. Living in China, if I'd be walking down the street by myself, people would say, "Where's your husband? Where's your daughter?" Like the whole family is supposed to be together all the time, and I like that about Asian cultures. I think in America we're really independent, but it's also great to do things as a whole family as well. And I think our parents raised us that way. Our parents really liked to do things as a whole
Yeah.
family, and
Yeah.
I'm
But
excited
yeah.
for that, for
But
more
our-
adventures together. And so we want to find this healthy balance. Sounds like Cole.
Healthy
right?
balance. Cole
I know,
Fogel.
I know, right?
Hi Cole.
He'll like that plug, yeah.
Do you have like a Taiwan bucket list, or is there something like one thing that you want to do as a whole family, just waiting for Daniel to start running around on his own? What's on the top of the list for what you would do?
I want to go to Hualien. I heard it's the most beautiful place in Taiwan. Is that true? Is Hualien the most beautiful place?
That is a good question.
10-year anniversary?
Maybe.
Ooh.
We'll see what we do, but I want to go to Hualien, and I also want to bring my kids to Taipei because they've actually never been there. My husband and I.
Shame. Bad parenting, right?
Bad COVID,
Taipei.
please go away. At first we were, when we had Daniel, people were asking us when we went to a convenience store or something, or we went to the hospital or something, they would say, have you been to Taipei recently? Because there were more cases there. And so they had to ask us if we had been to an area
Thankfully,
with many cases.
yeah.
And now I heard there are some Omicron cases in Taipei or something.
Let's not get into this subject.
Italian.
Change the
I know
subject.
Taoyuan and Taipei, but yeah. Okay, we'll change the subject.
I don't want to talk about
But anyway, yeah, it would be a good time now that our baby's getting a little older. Maybe we could take a drive up to Taipei and let my children experience a really big city. I know they've been to downtown Kaohsiung, but it's different in Taipei, different in Taoyuan. So
Yeah.
I want them to experience the full hustle and bustle of Taiwan. I love the big city, and I like seeing my kids experience that.
I love that Taiwan is big enough to explore lots of places, but it's small enough that I feel like I could go almost everywhere. Like
yeah.
if I really
It's like-
want to, and I do, I want to try to go to like almost everywhere. I mean, all the major places, yeah.
I mean, I've been here for 10 years. I'm still finding like new places like
Yeah.
every single week to go to. But
Yeah.
Hualien, I highly recommend. Like Taroko Gorge, that's like super beautiful. If you rent a car or something and just like drive around. Hopefully, you will also record a video for us, for me, so we can also take part of your 10-year anniversary
Ooh.
Hualien Taroko Gorge
Nice.
getaway weekend.
Will you watch our kids during that weekend?
Oh, you're bringing your kids? Okay.
No, we want a babysitter for a
This is
week.
an anniversary.
Oh, but you just said you want to do everything with your whole family.
Well,
The
an anniversary.
anniversary is an
You
exception.
spent 10 minutes talking about Twinja and how important it was to bring your whole family.
Hey, anniversary is an exception.
Yeah.
I think we should have one day.
Your anniversary,
by
you want
ourselves.
one night break.
Or maybe a weekend. Don't worry, we won't put that pressure on you.
Just put me and Cole with the kids here, and then we'll see who takes care of who when
See
those 24
if
hours are
see if they're
done.
still alive when we get
And
back.
tag team it, yeah.
Hopefully you will be able to actually get on that trip and record a video.
Yes.
And if that is something that you want to see, please do make sure to subscribe. Why is the channel called Andy in Taiwan, by the way? There's no credit to like the hard-working boss behind like.
When we started, I had more knowledge about editing. I'm not the boss, but I think he learned really fast. Yeah, it's great because I like it being Andy in Taiwan though because it's not so
Yeah.
much pressure for me. And then I don't feel like I have to be in every video. So
Right.
it's like if I have time, then I can. And if the kids need my help more, then he can do it. And yeah, I think it's such a fun hobby for him. And he gets so much excitement and he's met so many friends through the channel. I just like being a support to him. And
Eden is often the star, but
She's
yeah.
amazing. I love watching her videos. Okay, so I think for now we will let the channel name be Andy in Taiwan for a little bit longer.
We also have a new channel called Strength for Today, 今日的力量. And he makes some inspirational videos that could be helpful to your life. So if you're interested, feel free to subscribe to that one too. So thank you for following our family and spending time with our family and supporting both our channels. We really, really have learned a lot from you. So
I really want to thank Lukas. He was really a great friend to me in my first days as a YouTuber in Taiwan. I only had about 80 subscribers and he was really kind to me, and some of his subscribers came over and joined my channel, and thank you so much for giving my channel a boost when we needed it. So
well deserved.
Yeah, and just answering some of my questions I had about being a YouTuber. So
I'm still learning myself every single day. If the Hualien 10-year anniversary Taroko Gorge Getaway weekend, with or without children, we'll see, is something that you want to see, please do make sure to subscribe to, at least for now, still Andy in Taiwan, and also their second YouTube channel as well. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. Starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.